Hey guys, Reese here. And it turns out the main calendar was off by about 3 years because in 2015, tragedy struck. Fan4stic failed miserably at the box office and gave fans of the series just a bad feeling in their mouth. Let's just say that, okay? I recently rewatched the movie on a website where you just get all these movies for free. It's not illegal, by the way. And I still felt ripped off. I still just wanted to walk out the room I was watching it in and just stare at a wall for a couple of hours. I remember being so excited for this movie. When I just walked out the cinema after I watched it, I was just there like, well, that just happened. Even as a kid, when I didn't even give a shit like if a movie was good or bad, as long as it had like a big monster in it, I would just love it. I still thought this is a bit dull. And this is coming from someone who thought The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was good when it came out. Yeah, I'm sorry. It doesn't feel there's any love behind this project. It just feels like a lazy attempt to keep the rights away from Disney. To add to this pile of misery, the director Josh Trank became very, very alcoholic on the set. I would too if I had anything to do with this atrocity. Because Josh Trank had some alcoholic issues because of the stress of making this movie, someone came in and they had a complete different vision. Josh Trank wanted to make this body horror superhero movie, something a bit like New Mutants, something like that. But another one, the other director, I can't remember his name. He wanted to make something more similar to the Avengers. You have two people wanting a different thing for a movie. It's just not gonna end well. Seriously, this movie is living proof of that. What pains me more to do this is that I'm a big fan of the Fantastic Four. I had to relive this trauma for about another 1 hour and 47 minutes to be exact. It's gonna feel a hell of a lot much longer than it's gonna feel like. It's gonna feel like, you know what it's gonna feel like? It's gonna feel like Interstellar. You know when you go into space in that movie and time is different. You 1 minute there is 7 years on Earth.
Get on with it.
You're right. I need to face my demons and I'm gonna relive the trauma just for you guys. Okay. Also, I would just like to let you know before we get started, I'm going to be approaching this as a film fan and also a fan of the Fantastic Four, so just keep that in mind when I'm doing this. Right, start the movie. Right, so we start the movie off with the entire class clowning on Reed Richards. His teachers making fun of him, and I thought teachers were meant to inspire kids to become greater. He's kind of putting down what he wants to do when he's older. Oh, whatever, who cares? So Ben Grimm's brother says to Benjamin,
"Hey, clobbering time."
You see, it's when you say it's clobbering time, it's only cool when the Thing says it. Anyone else who does it is just incredibly cringy. So Reed shows Ben his little science project, and guess what I found out whilst researching this video? The actor for Ben and Sue are dating in real life. Yep. Reed got cooked pretty hard. I hate how young everyone is in this movie. What made the Fantastic Four work is because how they functioned as a family, more than they do a team. Human Torch is meant to be the younger brother. He's meant to be really immature. The Thing is meant to be the older brother. And Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, they're obviously the parents of the group. Don't know if I've worded that properly, but yeah, they all work as a family dynamic. But in this movie, they're all the same age, so yeah. It doesn't even feel like they really know each other, apart from Ben and Reed. Actually, no, now that I say it, I don't think Sue and Ben even interact, throughout the movie. And they're meant to be friends for years in the comics. So, yeah. Jesus Christ, we're only 15 minutes in. Oh my god. Okay, right. Okay, brave face, you can do this. So Reed's at this new science school, and Ben is well, I guess we're not going to see each other anymore. And Reed's bro, I'm just going to another school. It ain't that deep. We can still be friends. And Ben's nah, bro. You have to stay with your people. You have to stay with your people. Sure. Oh, this is a good time to say. I always hate the casting for Reed. I've already addressed that he's too young. He doesn't feel like a young Reed Richards. He just feels like some awkward guy. I personally think Matt Smith would make a really good Reed Richards. Here's Matt Smith if you don't know him. Then again, I'd always be down for John Krasinski if he got the role, which he probably will. There's been so much demand, it's unlikely he won't. So Sue is talking to Reed about how music is just scientific patterns, and she listens to music because she likes to hear the frequencies and the patterns in the music. I mean, personally, I just like to listen to a bit of Gangnam Style, you know, because it sounds good. But yeah, that's just me. You do you, go. So Discount Morgan Freeman is at a board meeting, and they just talk about science stuff, you know, how life's going. When Victor Von Doom's name comes up, and you know, Vic really annoys me in this movie because this isn't Doom. His main motive at the end of the day is at the end of the film is sorry. I just want to destroy the planet because, you know, why not? Just typical run-of-the-mill supervillain stuff. This is not Doctor Doom. He's not like this. He wants to rule the world, but not in a way to enslave anyone, because he knows the planet is doomed if he doesn't, like, run it and protect it. No pun intended. He believes himself to be superior to everyone else, and so he thinks he's the only person who could properly run the world. That's his motive. He doesn't want to destroy the world because, oh, humans bad. No. This isn't Aquaman. Like, no. So yeah, he just wants to rule the world basically, because if he doesn't, the world is doomed. No pun intended, by the way. I actually didn't mean to do a pun then. So they get working on a teleporter. So Creed is introduced, and he's this street racer. Okay, so far so good. This is basically how Johnny Storm is in the comics, and how I would like him to be if they adapted him. I keep saying in the comics. I don't mind if they change stuff around if it services the plot, though. Obviously, I'll say I actually kind of do like the casting for Human Torch. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan suits the role.
But you're not getting the car back.
Excuse me?
You're not getting the car back.
I built that thing from scratch with my own 2 hands.
And a wrench. Don't get a wrench. And again, they don't feel like a family. They just feel like a group of friends. So what's to make them unique to any other superhero team, with a few exceptions? This one and this one and this one. Like, what makes them different? And you know what? Nobody's given a really bad performance. You can tell it's definitely the script's fault. So they're all mad that they can't go through the teleporter. Yeah, you know, that's not how that works. And keep in mind, Reed said he didn't care about being famous, he just wanted to make a difference. So, why do you care if you're not the first person? Aren't you happy enough that you made a difference? Whatever, why do I care? Why do I care? Johnny keeps referring to, Vic as, like, Adolf Hitler and Borat and... What? I don't get it. Is it because he's Middle Eastern? I don't know. He doesn't sound Middle Eastern. It's never hinted at. So if you never read the comics, and you don't know where Doom's from. It just sounds like he's just calling in these random names. Oh yeah. Also, I just noticed they just straight up don't like invite her to come. Like they just straight up just ditch her there and just make sure she doesn't come. It's well funny. I just leave her out. Like that's kind of fucked up, bro. So bish bash bosh. They'll die in the dimension. Just kidding. Jesus Christ, let me check something. Right. Also, Reed's suit kind of just cracks, like the glass part, and he's fine, so... What? Also, how did they get Ben back to Earth? It's like, they just... It's just kind of like with a slaughterhouse, you just don't think about it. So Reed climbs up these vents, and he sees Ben, and this is what he looks like now. No, they turned my friend into a chicken nugget. Seriously though, look at him. No, I know I've been like clowning on this movie a lot. I'm kind of excited to see some scenes, you know, them learning the powers. That'd be cool. What was that? There's no second act. They don't learn the powers. They just... It skips 1 year? For fuck's sake. Well, just throw me a bone, could you? Just skip over the second act. Who cares about character growth? Not me, definitely. So Reed's in this car, and he's just disguised. Oh, that's disgusting. What the hell? Yeah. So Reed gets kidnapped by the walking McNugget. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Also, what was he doing? Like, why did he just leave them for a year? I want to know. I don't know what the thing looks like now, but this is what it's gonna look like. Yikes! Oh, dude, I've just realised there's only 30 minutes left as well. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna fossilise. This is ridiculous. Oh god. It annoys me how much Doctor Doom gets butchered so much in this movie. It upsets me. I already explained why he's really complex. But this guy inspired Darth Vader, so I think he should be treated with a little bit more respect when making a movie about him. Or with him, sorry, I should say. I would appreciate it if they treated him more than just like a mustache twirling villain. Like, he just wants to blow up, like, destroy the Earth. Like, it's pretty it's probably one-sided. He's done some really cool feats in the comics. But in this movie, he just kind of shows up and tries to destroy the planet, like, just because he thinks humans are bad. I said it before and I'll say it again, they seem to be fine without a suit. You could have just said like any little thing. You could say something like, oh, they absorb so much energy from there that they don't really need a suit anymore. So anything like that would do. You can't. It's just weird that they're just walking around with no explanation on this dimension that everyone needs suits to go into. It's just weird.
Is he dead?
If that thing's still active, so is he.
We can't beat him. He's stronger than any of us.
Yeah, he is. But he's not stronger than all of us.
Oh, thank you, sweet baby Jesus, that it's over. Oh my god. Right, analysis. Right, let's look at what we learned. Right, now as a regular film, this fails due to the pacing and how forgetful the movie would be if it wasn't called The Fantastic Four and everyone knew it to be this terrible movie. The acting is good though, everyone seems like they're trying and they want to make this a good movie, but if it didn't have a name on it, I wouldn't think about watching this again. It's just some boring superhero movie. But guys, you're going to be surprised here, but as a Fantastic Four film, it fails even worse. Due to the fact that it's not really getting any of the characters right. You know, like, Sue's forgetful, Reed is kind of cringy, Ben's just kind of the Thing. But that's it. In the comics, the Thing is like a sweet guy. But underneath he's sad because, like, you know, he's like a rock monster. But here he's just sad, that's it. There's never any like moments of him being like sweet and kind to people. He's just kind of big rock monster. Reed and Ben had like a little like clash because obviously Reed turned Ben into a monster. Accidentally, by the way. But they never reconcile. They never like make friends. They just kind of like Doom shows up and like, oh okay, we've got to fight together, I guess. And Johnny's cocky and annoying, but it's not like a likable way. Like he's a dickhead, but Johnny Storm's meant to be a likable dickhead, but here he's just a dickhead. And do not get me started on Doom. They butchered him. Oh my god. I've explained enough why he got butchered. Let me take you guys on a little history trip back in the day. Marvel Comics was dying. They needed like some way of going up against like Justice League. So Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, yeah, they had the idea to make them function like a family, like as a team, like basically like The Incredibles. Because everyone says like The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four movie. I know, because it basically is just Fantastic Four. If you take out I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, so yeah, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, they had the genius idea at the time to like make them function as a family and have like, you know, rivalries and stuff like that. I know what you're thinking, yeah, no shit, that's how you make any character like likable. But back in the day, it was like revolutionary. They applied this with lots of their heroes, like, you know, Spider-Man, Hulk. They gave godlike figures human-like problems. If it wasn't for the Fantastic Four, it's safe to say Marvel would not be around today. My question is, why can nobody make a decent Fantastic Four movie? I hear people say, oh, I don't like the Fantastic Four because they're dumb and stupid. But because of these movies, people think that. Remember when like Adam West was Batman? Like when he did those Batman shows, and it came out and everyone thought he was just this goofy character. But then Tim Burton came along and like showed people that, you know, Batman's like dark as fuck. But nobody knew that because of obviously, well, not some people knew. The comic book readers, no, the general like casual watchers, they thought that. Remember when everyone thought Spider-Man, one of Spider-Man's powers, he could shoot webs out of his body, which is one, disgusting, and two, that's not his powers in the comics. Sam Raimi made that up because I don't think he wanted to make a scene of Peter making the web shooters. Don't take my word from that because it's probably not correct, but probably something like that. The point is, though, movies and TV shows can like change public perception on characters. That's why everyone thinks the Fantastic Four are dumb, because of these movies. Just like everyone thinks Aquaman's dumb, just like everyone thinks Ant-Man was dumb, just like everyone thought Daredevil was dumb, until Daredevil and Ant-Man got good like media and good representation, and then everyone was like, oh shit, they're cool. I couldn't say the same about Aquaman though. Yeah. Even so though, like Aquaman is still cool in the comics. I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry. Back to the thing. If you read the comics though, they're actually fucking cool. Like they go on like journeys through space and like different dimensions. It's really cool. You should like definitely check it out. Like it's really good. Like on Marvel Unlimited or something like that. I'm pretty sure you can get like loads of comics for like a fee a month. I don't know how much. But when Stan Lee refuses to cameo on an adaptation of one of his greatest creations due to the movie being really bland and boring, I think you failed like colossally.
Enough said.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It's free, why not? And ring the bell for uploads. Thank you. Bye.